EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the North Star State, where the sounds of the Yowler horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys are in the midst of really an incredibly impressive run. Only one loss here in the latter stages of the season. On the other side is Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're sixes.
Throwing the outlet incomplete. That's Tucker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
On play action, they'll throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 7. A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's another Raiders.
Jeanty will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference. You'll let it slide. Hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one.
23 yards.
23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. McCarthy off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as it drew it up in practice.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Here's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Open man, that's Fulton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Vikings, first down.
Here we go. Go.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 10 now all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really how it can hurt you. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's got his big tight end here. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
To pick up a 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's a gain of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team running in, the Vikings booming away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On the give, Genty trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
And the Raider first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down.
He'll look to throw. Open man is tackled. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and goal at the 9.
On the give, Genty. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Genty. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Here's McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
First down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you, with the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's a gain of 8. brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense getting a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air with McCarthy. And he's got it. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boot away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second down and inches. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's got this down to the 35.
12 more yards. That's another Raiders 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to Bowers once again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
More yards.
This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At the 8-yard line.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Ashton Genty on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw McCarthy.
27-yard line.
To the sideline and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll try and do this himself. Good coverage downfield, led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards on the play.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is caught by Addison. Now the timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our trip around
report.
the NFL starts now in one of the toughest divisions in football, the NFC East. And this is Darnell Mooney. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 56 yards, touchdown. The Giants get back to 500 at 8-8. They get the victory here in Week 17. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston? Looking in on the Texans, they're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Tank Bigsby. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets hosting the New England Patriots. And this is Drake May. He's been unstoppable. 4 first-half touchdowns, including that one right there. The Patriots with a big lead on the road at the half. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he returns this to the 22. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, But for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Brings up third down and 2.
They'll drop the throw. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 17.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A nice little juke. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a pickup of 6.
This second and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. He'll be second down.
33-yard line.
From the 33, here's a second and 8.
It's second and 8.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will score. Touchdown. J.J. McCarthy, 22 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
For the Vikings.
The tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And a Raider first down.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38-yard
line.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Short throw caught by Bowers. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, little zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, Raiders.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run. Here comes Genty. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A run, it's Genty. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for second place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people in the NFL.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And down he goes, brought down the Raiders sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. this will be incomplete. Physical play in the football there, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A gain of 15.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On first down, it's Genty. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Room past the 35. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Third and 8.
Offense on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and 8. Escapes the sack. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. McCarthy going to sneak it. But no reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. And what we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
That's another Vikings.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of
now a second and 2.
Second and 2 at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
4 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On play action. Now McCarthy. And they're going to get it. They bring about a sack back at the 16-yard line.
8 yards on the loss brings up second and goal at the 16-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
7 yards. It's now third and
operating from the gun. McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards. Brings up fourth and goal.
Will indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Second and 10.
Second down and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now second and 3.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth